Good morning, good morning. So happy that you decided to join me this morning. So, I'd love for us to get our space ready for our practice. And we get our space ready by making sure that we've got blankets, towels, if you'd like. If you don't have a mat, you can use a towel. You can use a pillow if you'd like to. But let's gather all the things that we need in order for us to have a really nice practice this morning. I want to thank you again for logging in. I have to tell you a story this morning at our practice. One of my um, clients came up. She was in the front. She has gray hair and it's cut in a really cute little style. And she sat before me and she said, after practice, she says, Ebony, I just don't want to do the balance. You're just going to have to change that. You just have to take that out. And I was telling her, and I said, listen, balance is like this. The more you balance, the better you get at it. It's something that you have to practice, that you have to work at keeping, keeping our balance in so many ways. So I offer the same encouragement to you. If you're waking up and you feel pain and you feel stiff and it's hard to move around, this is the place to be. This is where it starts. We begin with our practice. The practice is what's going to keep our bodies moving. And that is the key, to keep moving regardless of what's happening. We got to keep going. I know it's a lot that's happening in the news today. I watch it with the same reaction. But if we allow that news to stop us from our practice, from our flow, then they win. And we got to be winners this morning. And we win by taking care of ourselves, by honoring our temples, our body. This is the temple that we have that no one can take away. So we honor our temple by taking care of it. And thank you for logging in. Let's begin taking care of our temples. So I'd like for us to come together on our mat. And I'd like for us to begin just with the breath. So we're going to cross the legs. And then I'd like for us to rest the hands on top of the knees. And I always like to sit in the sun. There's something about feeling the warmth on my skin. But let's begin with our hands resting on top of the knees. I'd like for us to sit tall. Create that space for us to belly breathe. So when you breathe in, we're going to press out and fill up. Exhale, release and draw the belly in. And I want you to continue steering the breath with the belly, breathing in, filling up, pressing out. Exhale, release and draw the belly in. I want you to relax every time that you release the breath. Let's do two more. Breathing in, pressing out, filling up. Exhale, release, relax. Let's soften the muscles, especially in the neck and the shoulders. That's where we keep a lot of strain. Let's do one more belly breath. Breathing in, pressing out. Exhale, release, and relax. Excellent job. So I'd like for us to begin to put some movement with our breathing. So on your next inhale, let's lift the shoulders up by your ears and then exhale, roll them back. And I'd like for us to start to lift and circle the shoulders. Excellent job. We do two more, rolling up and back. And then one more, circling up and rolling back. Excellent job. Let's rest the shoulders here with the belly breath. Exhale, release. Excellent. Let's lift up the shoulders again and roll them forward. So I'd like for us to circle in the opposite direction. Good. Give me two more, rolling up and forward. Nice job. One more. Circle it up and forward. Very good. So giving our shoulders a little bit of a stretch there. Let's extend the arms. Good. Just foot long way. All right. Extend the arms. We're going to bend into the elbows to bring the fingertips to your shoulders. But let's keep the fingers here. And then I want you to pick up the elbows, pointing the elbows to the ceiling. Lift them up as tall as you can. And then I'd like for us to take the elbows down, back, and around. So we're circling the elbows wide, and the wider the better. I'd like for you to give me two more down and around, and then one more down and around. Excellent job. Now let's point the elbows straight down to the mat. And this time I want you to lift and circle in the opposite direction. Give me two more. Good. And then one more. Nice job. Let's point the elbows out to the side. I'd like for us to unfold the arms. And then let's plant your right hand, and we're going to reach the left arm straight up into the air. Let's take the arm in the air and let it fall back, opening your chest. And then I want you to lift up your arm. Excellent. Let's take the arm back, down, and around. I want you to circle your arm wide, reaching through the fingertips. The wider the better. Give me two more. Waking up the body this morning. One more. Big circle. Excellent job. Now I want you to take the arms out, plant it to your other hand. Reach your arm up into the air. Now I'm going to take this arm in the air, reaching it up, and then taking it back. Taking the arm behind you, feel the chest open. Excellent job. And then I want you to lift up your arm again. Good. Now let's take your arm back, down, and around. Circling wide. Big old circles here. Give me two more. Very good. And one more. Nice job. We're going to come back to the center. And we can do this sitting in a chair if you need to. Plant into your hand. We can still take this arm up and over. Lean it near your ear and feel that side body stretch all the way from your pinky to your hip. Good. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Plant the hand. Lean. Keep that arm reaching near your ear. Let it draw near the ear. Very good. Let's keep going from side to side. Now I want you to get a little bit closer to the floor and deeper in the pose. Excellent. Now when we come back over to this other side, I want us to stay. So let's keep this arm reaching up and over. 2 belly breaths here. Breathing with your belly. Give me one more. Excellent job. Now let's take these other 2 breaths on the other side. I want you to reach up and over. Lean and reach. 2 breaths. Excellent. One more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to rainbow the hands. I want you to rest them on top of the knees, sitting nice and tall. Breathing in deeply here. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Let's take the back of your right hand against your lower back. I want you to wrap your hand around your right knee. Hold and then turn and look over the shoulder. Feel this twist and give me 2 breaths. Breathing deeply here. One more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to turn and face back center. Hands on the knees, still sitting nice and tall. Breathing deeply here. Exhale, release. Now we're going to do the other side. I want you to bring the back of your hand to the lower back. Wrap your hand around this other knee. Hold on, turn, and look over the shoulder. I want you to go into this twist and give me 2 breaths. Breathing deeply. Excellent. One more belly breath. Very good. Now let's turn and face back center, hands on the knees, another belly breath here. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Now, let's come onto our hands and knees for tabletop. So let's swing the legs around. And when we are in tabletop, few things I'd like for you to keep in mind. First thing is that I'd like for your wrists to make a straight line to your shoulder. Good. And then I'd like for your knee to make a straight line to the hip. Excellent. Now that we're here, let's do a cow cat. So what is that? Cow pose. We're going to pick up the chin, curl the tailbone up, make the back arch. Here's our cow pose. From cow, we're going to do the opposite. Tuck the tailbone in, round your back, and draw your chin in towards your chest. Cat. And then what would I like for us to do is to flow from cow, breathing in here, exhaling into cat. We're going to do one more inhale, up. Exhale, dome, cat. And then come back and do this neutral spine. Excellent job. So I'd like for you to walk your hands to the left. So we're going to start to walk the hands to the left. Good. A little bit further out. Good. And let's just pretend like we've got some super glue on the bottom of our hands. We really want to plant in these hands. And while our hands are to the side, with the knees are pointed straight forward, I want you to stick the hands and sit the hips close to the feet. The hands are going to stay glued. And then let's pick up the hips again, shifting the hips forward. Good. Let's do one more. Hands stay planted. Sit the hips back towards the heels. Feel that deep stretch. One more breath. Excellent job. And then I want you to pick up the hips. And then we're going to bring the fingertips pointing straight ahead. Excellent job. Let's go to a cow cat. Lift up your chin. Curl your tailbone up. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to do the opposite. Dome. Tuck your chin in, ground your back. Very good. And then let's come back to the other side. Walking the hands. The knees stay just as firm to the floor as the palms. And once we have our palms set, and I'm bringing them out to give myself more space, put that super glue on it, and then sit the hips towards the heels. Feel that deep stretch. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to stick the palms, pick up the hips. And just one more. Hands stay stuck. Sink the hips towards the heels. One more breath here. Very good. Let's walk the hands back to the center. And we're going to rest in child's pose. Draw your forehead to the mat. Rest here to the breath. Breathing deeply. Excellent. Let that sink in. One more belly breath. Very good. Inhaling here. Let's come back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. I'd like you to press away from the mat and bring your palms together, heart center. Nice job. Now, what I would like for us to do is to grab something that you can use to support your knees. This is very important. When we're putting weight onto the knees, I want to make sure, even if you do something as simple as folding back your mat or finding another cushion or anything else to place under your knees. Once we're there, let's come into our tabletop. So hands and knees, that holds up our weight. Good job. Now, once we are in tabletop, I want you to press away from the mat and bring the palms back together in front of your heart. Good. Let's step the left foot in front with one movement. Step. Good. Now, if it took you a minute to get there, do not worry. Do the best that you can. Good. Inhale here, exhale. We're going to bring the hands to the floor and let them land side by side. Excellent job. Now, what I'd like for us to do is to walk the hands away from that foot that we just planted and walk your hands closer to the foot that's behind. Very good. Now, the reason why I say that is because I want you to pick up this foot, use the same size hand, wrap around whatever you can. Let me show you from this position. All right? My hands are to the side. I'm picking up the foot and I'm wrapping. Good. And then once I've got my hand wrapped, I'm going to turn the hand on the floor so the fingertips are pointing straight ahead. That's going to align me. When you are ready, bring your hand on top of the knee. Now I want you to draw your heel in as close as you can. Balance. And then extend the arm, reaching the fingertips to the ceiling. Breathe. Good job. Now we're going to keep holding on, but bring your hand to the floor. Good. Now shift your hips back and hold one more breath. Good job. Now we're going to let go of that leg, bring both palms together side by side. I want you to rest. Swing that leg back in place. Good job. Sink the hips towards the heels. Rest in our child pose. Walk the hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Child's pose. So, what I like about this pose is we're already low to the floor. So if we're falling, we're not, it's not going to be as far to fall. So remember, if you didn't do what you wanted, keep going. This is what's beautiful about a practice. We're all practicing to get better every single time we come onto the mat. Give me one more belly breath here. Exhale, really good job. Now, coming back up onto the hands and knees, let's give this a try on the other side. Press away from the floor with your palms. Bring your palms together. Excellent job. Now we got to step the other foot in front with one movement. Good. Inhale here, exhale, bring your hands to the floor, side by side. And we're going to walk the hands away from the foot in the front. Good. Excellent. Let's go ahead. Lift up this foot, grab hold. And then we're going to bring the hand to face forward. And then bring the hands on top of the knee if you can. Do the best that you can. Inhale here. Take your time. Unfold the arm. Extend. Very good. Keep that arm extended. We're going to bring that hand to the floor. And then shift the hips. Excellent. Bring your foot to the floor. Whip this leg around. Woo! And then we're going to rest. Hips come back towards the heels. Walk the hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Let's rest. Very important that we're pausing so that we can take the time to notice the work that you're putting into your body. Give me 2 more breaths here. One more belly breath. Very good. Inhaling here. Let's come back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. And I'd like for us to press away from the mat and bring the palms together, heart center. Very good. Let's bring the knees a little bit further apart. Now, I'd like for you to wrap your hands around your waist with the thumbs in the back and the fingers around the side. Go ahead and press your hips forward. Arch your back. Lift your chin and look up. Breathe deeply. Hands still wrapped around the waist. Drive the hips back. Keep the back flat. And draw the chest to the floor. I'd like for us to do one more of those. We're going to lift up to stand on the knees. Press the hips forward. Arch the back. Lift the chest. Breathe. Shine the heart up. With hands still wrapped. We're going to hinge at the waist. Forward fold with the flat back. Draw your chest to the floor. Breathe. Excellent job. Inhale here. We're going to come right back up. Land the hands right in front for tabletop. Good. Sink the hips back towards your heels. Walk the hands forward. Bring your forehead to the mat and rest. So let's rest and pause in our practice. Take a moment to breathe, to notice the breath. And I want you to give me 2 more belly breaths. Breathing deeply here. Excellent job. One more belly breath. Now, let's prepare. We're going to go into our sun salutation, a modified sun salutation. So I want you to come back up onto your hands and knees for tabletop. Good. Let's dig the toes, pick up your knees, shift the hips back for down dog, and then we're going to tiptoe in. Tiptoe, walk into a standing forward fold. Good. Soft bend into the knees. And then let's move the spine up. One vertebrae at a time. Very good. Let's come into our Tadasana. So I want you to bring your feet together. Bring your palms together. And let's stand here like a mountain, which is what Tadasana means in Sanskrit. And I want you to be rooted into your feet. Mountains are firm. All right. I want you to stand tall. Mountains stand tall. How do we do that? We want to make sure we're not rounding the shoulders and the back. So let's press the chest forward and take this moment to bring the palms sealed in front of the heart. Eyes closed if you feel comfortable. Let's take these 2 belly breaths. Breathing deeply here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. So I'd like for us to step at the top of our mats. And then I'd like for you to step your right foot back. I want you to pick up your right heel. And let's make sure both legs are extended. Now I want you to stretch out your arms to the side. Bend in your elbows and make your arms look like we're field goal pose. Very good. Now the challenge is to keep this heel up. Good. And let's make sure you have enough space. The heel stays up in the back, but I want you to bend in the front knee and lift up your arm. And then extend the front leg and bend in the elbows. So let's do that again. We're going to bend and extend. Extend the leg, but bend the elbows. Very good. Let's do 3 more. 3. Come back. two, shift back, one more, very good, shift back. Now I want you to take a big step forward and bring your palms together in front of your heart. Give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Now we got to do the other side. So I want you to step your foot back. Pick up the heel of this back leg. Step it back. Give yourself space. Extend the arm. We're going to bend into the elbows. Make your field goal pose. Heel stays up. Bend into your knees. Extend the arm. Shift back and bend. Get to two more. Three more. Forward. Extend. Two more. Forward. Extend. One more. Forward. Extend. Very good. Big step forward. Palms come in front of the heart. Let that sink in. Two breaths here. We've got one more belly breath. Very good. Now, let's finish this up. I want you to step your feet nice and wide. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to the floor. Very good. Now, with your hands right in the middle, we're going to press into the right palm and reach that left arm up, looking up. Excellent job. Let's bring that hand back to the mat. Same thing, other side. Clapping your palm. Lift up the arm, looking up. Very good. Bring that hand to the floor. Now, I want you to baby step the feet a little closer together so that we can circle the arms wide. Palms come together over the head. Good. Hands come to heart center. Excellent job. Let's step the feet together and stand nice and tall into our Tadasana. Nice job. Inhale here. Exhale. Forward fold. You're going to bring the fingers in front of the toes. Bend into the knees. Pick up your heels and squat down low. Let's walk the fingertips in place. Here's where I want us to balance. Let's lift the left arm up into the air and lift. Keep that arm reaching. I want you to lift up your other arm up into the air. Reach it up. Good job. Now let's bring both hands to the floor. Very good. Now let's make our way back onto our mat. So I want you to come back into a seated position. Knees come down. Swing the legs around. Have a seat. Extend the leg. Very good. So here we are together in our staff pose. I'd like for the hands to come onto the outside of the hips. And then we're going to walk the hands towards the feet into the seated forward pose. I'm trying to draw my belly closer to the thighs. And here's where I want you to take 2 deep belly breaths, breathing deeply here. One more belly breath. Very good. Inhaling here, we're going to come right back up. Walk your hands back into place. Excellent. Now, let's bend into both knees, plant both feet, shift the hips towards the heels, and roll our back to the mat. So we're going to bend, shift, and roll. So once we have our back onto the mat, I want you to rest your back as much as you possibly can. So, rolling the back flat. Slow down the breath. Give me 2 deep belly breaths here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Now, with our feet side by side and touching, I want you to take both knees over to your right and let the shoulder blades stay on the mat so that we can come into this twist. Now, let's keep the knees stacked and the shoulder blades on the mat and stay for 2 belly breaths. So I want you to give me 2 breaths here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. We're going to bring the feet back flat to the floor. And I want you to do the same thing on the other side. Knees stacked. Shoulder blades stay on the mat. We're in this twist. 2 breaths. Breathing deeply. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhale here. We're going to bring the knees back to the middle and the bottoms of the feet flat to the floor. Let's lift the feet off the floor. Draw the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around the legs, hugging it in. 2 breaths here. One more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to go into legs up the wall. So I want you to extend the legs. Keep them side by side and make your body look like a letter L. So in order to get that 90 degrees, we got to make sure the legs aren't too far away or they aren't too close. So once we're in that 90 degree, let's rest here. I want you to flex into your heels and stay flexed for 3 breaths. Breathing deeply here. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Very good. Now let's soften into the feet. We're going to bend into the knees and wrap the arms around again. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Let's unwrap the arms and bring the feet flat to the floor. Good. We're going to press the feet down and lift the hips up. Let's lift as much as we can. Breathing, going into bridge. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. Let's go ahead and peel the spine back flat to the floor. Very good. Now, I'd like for us to extend the arms out to the side. Bend into your elbows, lift up your head, and lace your fingers together so we can palm the back of the head. Very nice. Now, let's draw your left knee towards your chest, but bring your right elbow to tap. And then we're going to bring that foot to the floor and the elbow to the floor. Good. I want you to do the same thing on the other side. Opposite elbow and knee tap. And then bring everything back. Good. Let's do that again. We're going to tap it in. Tap. Other elbow and knee tap. Tap. Good. Foot comes back, so does the elbow. Last set. Tap. Very good. And then tap. Excellent job. Now we're going to keep the fingers laid together. Keep palming your back of your head, but press your feet down and lift your hips up. Good job. Now let's see if we can still do it. Elbow and knee, tap, but keep your hips up. Foot comes down, so does the elbow. We're going to tap it in. Tap. Hips stay up this time. Give me 2 more. Tap. Hips stay up. Good. Tap. Bring your foot to the floor. Almost done. One more set. Tap. Keep the hips up. You're doing good. One more. Tap. Good job. Elbow comes down. Hips come down. Rest and breathe. Exhale, release. Hang in there. Keep the fingers length. Keep the hand palm in the back of the head. One more breath. Very good. Now I want you to press the feet down. Pick the hips up. Good. Pick up your right elbow and point it to the ceiling. Come on back. Keep the hips up. Pick up that elbow, point it up. Bring it back. Bring your hips to the floor. Rest. Woo! Give me one more breath. We got one more side. Give me one more set. Starting with the other side. Very good. Last one. Press your feet down. Keep the hips up. Point your elbow to the ceiling. Just bring that elbow right back down. Lift your elbow, point it to the ceiling. Excellent. Bring that elbow right back down. Bring your hips to the floor. Woo! We're going to rest. I want you to lift up your head. Untie or unlace the fingers. Extend the arms and stretch them out. Lift the feet off the floor. Draw the knees into the chest and wrap your arms around the legs. Hug it in. Give me one more belly breath here. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Now I want you to unwrap your arms, bring your feet flat to the floor. Slide your heels forward to extend your legs. And then I'd like for us to roll onto our belly. So let's come onto our stomachs and extend, making your body look like one line. So we're on the tops of the feet. Good. Now, while we are in this one line, I would love for us to focus on our breath. So let's get in position. Good. We've got this one line. I want you to reach through the fingertips and send the breath through the fingertips and the toes. Give me two more here. Good. One more belly breath here. Excellent job. Now with the arms reaching straight ahead, I want you to bend into your knees and lift your feet up. We're going to flex into the heels of both feet. Let's hold the heels flexed for 2 breaths. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Now let's point into the toes. Hold your toes pointed for a breath here. Very good. I want you to unfold the legs so that they come to the floor. We're going to bend into the elbows and spend some time here in sphinx pose. So we want to make sure that we're not drooping into the shoulders. I want you to press away from the mat so that you can shine the heart forward. Good. Let's take 2 breaths here. One more belly breath. Good. Now I want you to lift up your chin and look up at the ceiling for a breath here. Good. Now we're going to take the chin in towards the chest. Round your back. Chin drawn towards the chest. A breath here. Then let's bring the chin level and walk the elbows forward. So walking the elbows forward, bring your belly and chest back flat to the floor. Stretch through the fingertips. Give me one more breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. One more breath. Very good. Now let's cover the right arm. Cover your right arm. Keep it extended. So we're going to lift it up. And as we lift up the arm, I want you to roll onto your side. Keep this arm painting a rainbow. Let the arm land behind the hips. Good. And then lifting the arm straight up. Good. We're going to start to roll back onto our side. Roll onto our belly and bring the arm back where we started. Excellent. All right. Let's do the same thing on the other side. We're going to hover the arm. Pick up the arm as we roll onto our side. Fingers are going to point to the ceiling. Keep rolling. Bring that hand behind the hip. Excellent job. Let's lift up the arm again. Roll onto your side. Roll onto your belly. And then allow the arm to land. Good. Give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. Now we're going to bend into both elbows again. Come on to your forearms. Excellent job. Now, let's bend into our right knee and only the right knee. Good. Now, I want you to pick up that knee and roll onto your side. Step your foot flat and reach your arm to the ceiling. Good job. Next, we got to bring this arm back in place. Roll back onto the belly, unfolding the legs so the thigh lands. Excellent job. Let's do that again on the other side. Lift up your foot. Good. Now we're going to roll onto the side. Foot plants. When that foot plants, keep that movement open, reaching for the ceiling. Good job. And then you're going to bring the forearms back into place. And I want you to give me one more of these. So I want you to go ahead. Bend, foot comes up. We're just rolling. We're just rolling so that foot can step and we can reach. So this is like a prayer. Reaching up to the sky. Good job. And then we're going to bring the forearm back onto the mat. Roll right back onto your belly. Unfold. One more side. Last side. Pick it up. Roll. Step. Reach. Excellent job. You're going to bring the forearms to the floor. Roll back onto the belly. Unfold. Beautiful. Walk your elbows forward, belly and chest through the floor. Stretch through the fingertips. I want you to rest with me. One more belly breath. Exhale, release. Good job. Let's bend into the elbows. Plant your hands underneath of your shoulders. Draw your elbows closer to your side. Now we're on the tops of the feet. We're going to stay on the top. I want you to press until the arms extend and the legs lift. Yes. Now I want you to bring your thighs down and lift your chin up. Up, down. Good. Now we got to roll it down. So we're going to start with the legs, bend the belly, bend the chest, and rest. Woo! Just got one more of these to do. Bear with me. Hands are in place, elbows drawn in. Now, we're pressing, we're on the tops of the feet. Press. And if we can get the legs to lift, that's even better. Good. And then sink the thighs down. Lift up the chin. Breathe. Very good. Now let's roll it. We're going to roll, roll. Belly, chest. Slide the hands forward. Excellent job. Now let's rest here as we continue to draw our body in one line. One more breath. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Let's bend into the elbows and knees. I want you to roll onto your back. Bring your feet flat to the floor. We're going to rest after all of that. Lift the feet off the floor. Draw the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and just hug it in. 2 breaths here. And one more belly breath. Very good. Now, I'd like for us to lift the feet up into the air. Grab hold of the feet. Keep your knees bent. Good. And we're going to rock from side to side into our happy baby. Massaging the middle of the back. Keep rocking with me. Give me 2 more. Rocking. Very nice. One more. Excellent job. Now, when we rock back to the center, instead of grabbing your feet, I want you to grab hold of your knees. Press the inside of your knees together. Seal your knees. And then we're going to use both hands to circle the knees. Massaging the lower back. Give me 2 more. Excellent job, woman. Very good. Let's do the same thing in the opposite direction. I want you to give me 2 and 1. Nice job. Now keeping the knees in place, let's unfold the arms. And I want you to circle the knees without using your hands. Give me 2 and 1. Good job. Same thing, no hands. Counterclockwise in the opposite direction. 2 and 1. Nice. Let's circle back. I want you to land your feet. We're going to go into a reclining butterfly. Knees out, bottoms of the feet up against each other. Let's take 2 breaths here. Good job. And one more belly breath. Very good. Now let's bring the knees together, bottoms of the feet flat to the floor. Step the feet a little bit further apart. But now I want you to bring your right foot on top of your left knee. And we're going to use the hands to slide this heel down the leg. Very good. I want you to take your 2 thumbs and bring them underneath of your middle toe. And then using your thumbs, I want you to knead like dough your foot. Working the thumbs from where your toes are to the middle where your arch is, and taking the thumbs all the way to the heels. Good. And then we're going to make this straight line through the center of the foot, coming up the arch and back to underneath the middle toe. I'd like you to repeat that, pressing. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a foot massage before our Shavasana. And I want you to take your time while we're doing it. Good. Now that we have gone through the center, I want you to take thumb and pointer, and we're going to take the first big toe and press to bring the fingertips away. So we're going to press like you're snapping your fingers. We're going to press each toe at a pinky toe included. Very good. Now I want you to go ahead and wrap your hands around all of the toes on this foot. Bend them so that they fold. And then do the opposite, which makes us arch our foot more. Bend the toes in the opposite direction. And then alternate from folding and arching. Good job. One more. Fold and arch. Then I want you to take your thumbs again and knead like dough. Walk the thumbs down the middle of your foot. Back to the heel. And then come right back up the center again. Back to underneath of the toes. Very good. Now that we've done this foot, let's bring that foot flat Same thing on the other side. So we'll begin by bringing the heel on top of the knee. By taking both hands to slide the heel down. Good. So that we can really access the bottom of our foot. Now, this knee goes away. So I really have space to take my two thumbs, bring them underneath of the middle toe, and work the thumbs down the center of the foot to the heel and right back up again. Back underneath of the toes. Very good. And then, like we're snapping fingers, we're going to take the thumbs and the pointer, take that big toe and snap. Go to the next one. And we're just going to keep going. Unhead to the pinky toe. Very good. I want you to wrap all both of your hands around all fingers around this one foot. We're going to fold them so that we're going to press the fold and then press the arch. Good job. One more. Now taking your thumbs again, we're going to knead the dough. Take the thumbs down the center of the foot, pressing until we get to the heel. And then walk the thumbs through the center, back up to underneath of the toes again. Good job. And then we're going to bring that foot to the mat. Rest. Excellent job. Let's step the feet together side by side. Take the knees away. The bottoms of the feet up against each other. And I want you to give me two slow, deep belly breaths. Breathing deeply here. One more belly breath. And now, inch by inch, let's slide the sides of the feet away until we can extend the legs and roll into the hips. Now, we made it to the best part of our practice, where I want you to just be comfortable laying on our back. Now, that means that you want to cross a leg at the ankle or you want to bend the knee. Whatever will make you comfortable. Let's get in that position so that we can spend the next 5 minutes in silence. We're going to take this time to rest body, soul, and mind. So I want you to just keep your thoughts nice and, and positive. Try to simplify your thoughts. And then we're going to jump right in to our silent meditation. Let's begin. And let's get a little bit deeper into our rest. We'll do that by rolling onto our side, bending up the knees and drawing the knees in close to the chest and making ourselves small into a little ball. We're going into this fetal position so we don't get up too quickly out of the Shavasana. I'd like for us to leave today's practice of feeling a little less stressed out, a little bit more calm. I think it's great to be able to take just 5 minutes out and to just enjoy some silence. We hear a lot of talking heads, but how beautiful it is for us to just capture a moment of silence, just to allow ourselves to rest from the barrage of whatever social media kind of lays on our shoulders to bear. We've got to make sure that we take time out to hear from God in our prayer and our quiet time. So I want you to just take 2 deep belly breaths here. Exhale, release. One more belly breath. Exhale, release. Excellent job. And we're going to start with some small movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then I'd like for us to press ourselves up into a seated position. Let's go ahead and come back into our cross leg pose. And once we're in our cross leg pose, I'd like for us to rest the hands on top of the knees. I want us to go back to where we started with the breath. Hands resting on the knees, sitting tall. And we're going to direct the breath with our belly leading. Let's breathe in and press out, filling up. Exhale, release, relax, empty. Let's do a few more of these. Breathing in, pressing out, filling up. Exhale, release. One more belly breath. Breathing in, pressing out and away. Exhale, release. Excellent job. On your next inhale, I want you to circle your arms wide. Palms come together over the head. Exhale, let them peel away. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more. Circle the arms, palms touch. Exhale, let them peel away. Very good. Give you one more. Circle the arms, palms touch. But let's keep the palms together, but bring them in front of your heart. Nice job. Namaste means the God in me honors the God in you. I am truly grateful for your practice this morning. Thank you for joining in. Thank you and namaste. Thank you. And if you logged in today, I just want to say personally thank you. I want to ask that you stay tuned for more. Share with others. If you enjoyed this practice, let others know so that they can join in and enjoy as well. I will have another live practice on Friday, this upcoming Friday, It will be our 7 o'clock unwind release from the youth practice. Also, if you enjoy reading, I am writing on Substack. So I want you to find me, Ebony Yangi Coptic Yogi, and we're on Substack. So our latest post was about lions and how we need to roar like a lion, roaring in the cultures of ancient Ethiopia, Egypt, and India. Great quick read, so join me there. But thank you again for logging in, and I'll see you next practice. Thank you. Namaste, and God bless.
Okay.